Hi, this is Suzanne Goulet. This week's article is my blog post, The Masculine and the Feminine Energies, Part 1. Enjoy! Last week in my post, Coaching Men, Coaching Women, I discussed how I use the latest studies in brain chemistry and hormones that show how differently men and women are wired to support my clients in my coaching practice. Our chemistry and physiology can have an impact on how we think and perceive, what makes us feel good about ourselves, and motivates us in our lives. This week I want to break down what are the masculine and the feminine energies and how they are present in our lives and within ourselves so that we can best recognize and utilize them to our highest advantage. To clarify, I'm not speaking now of men and women per se. What I'm speaking of is the dynamic energetic interplay that exists in all life. And this interplay is present and flowing within ourselves at all times. The reason I'm using the terms masculine and feminine as opposed to man or woman is because not all of us can readily assume that a man may have a more masculine approach to what he wants to tackle, or a woman to have a more feminized outreach to what she desires to create. For both men and women, we contain both energies present within us at all times. We are a manifestation of the interplay between the masculine and the feminine, regardless of gender. We do, however, have a tendency to be more comfortable playing in one arena or the other, and I believe that when we can master the art of recognizing and utilizing both, extraordinary things can happen. In all life, all creation and expansion into the world, there is the interplay of the masculine and the feminine. To which are you calling now? To receive new ideas and inspiration, the feminine, or to take what is and expand it outward, the masculine. Both are necessary for the materialization of the new. The masculine and feminine energies find themselves so dynamic, so powerful, and so opposite that at times they are in great conflict, and at other, more synchronistic opportunities find themselves in such beautiful harmony, miracles form. This is what we seek to tap into, and this is what will catapult our world at large and our worlds personally into an entirely different realm. The trick is, know what to use when, and to fully immerse yourself in one or the other. When the masculine and the feminine are at play in creating together, there is a wonderful mutual respect, admiration, and a stepping back of one. And a stepping back of one while it recognizes that the other has a more prominent role to play at that time. For each of us, it is up to us to determine at what point we currently stand. Are we choosing to really take something out there, something that's already been created, yet now needs the outward expansion and push? Our inherent masculine energies, whether you're a man or a woman, have the most honed power to impulse outward. Or are we instead in a place where the powerful desire to birth something new has filled our very being, our every cell, that even our bodies feel brimming with the expectancy that something new is coming? There is the anticipation, and yet there is also the fear of what may come, because at this point the future of our manifestation is unknown. This is the creation point. This is desire burning within us that has a push to create something new in our lives and in the world. And this is the birthing process. And this birthing process will require support. Those around you who guide you through the process, helping hands that have been there before, ones that can assist you in seeing and understanding that your creation is only something you can do. With support during this stage, anything is possible. This is coaching with feminine support in mind. The lift from under, the fertilization of the soil, the water, the sun, and the patient waiting while our seedling germinates and pushes itself up and out from the unseen to what all can see. Equally as powerful and complementary comes masculine power and push that can catapult that which already is into a higher level of expansion on many levels. It requires diligence, persistence, and an accurate perception of circumstances and contributing or competing elements of the exterior. Structures are put in place, systems and supporting elements established. The desired outcome is something grander, larger, better than what was before. It shines brightly. It is the execution and expansion of the seedling into a fruit-bearing, mature entity. Whether it is a job promotion, the expansion of a small business, or simply the taking of that feminine-born idea and growing it up into a star athlete that competes on the world stage, the masculine outward push executes brilliantly. Whatever your endeavor, where are you in its stage of development? Are you in need of feminine support at this time, where your creativity can explore possibilities and identify what it is that wants to be born? Or are you already running with an adolescent capacity and now want to take your health, business, relationship, or creative project to the next level of expansion and awareness in the world where it can function efficiently and provide service to others? Whether you are receiving coaching or are a service provider yourself, I encourage you to examine how you can best create the results you want to achieve. In looking at this for my clients, whether they are men or women, I try to determine from what perspective are they coming and at what stage are they creating. Are they more comfortable in the masculine or the feminine role? Many times where people are challenged is in flying confidently in the realm they are not accustomed to. Does this man need to give himself some time and nurturing to birth something new in his life? Or does this more feminine-oriented individual need confidence building in getting her work out? These determinations help me decide how I will lead someone through the journey they desire to take. Whatever the stage of your development, attempting to tackle the next step on your own is always entirely possible. However, recognize that you might be challenged in moving into a realm that is not where you're most comfortable, and having another skilled hand at your side while you navigate the next territories not only clarifies the greatest capacities possible, but it does so usually just in the nick of time, just as you're seeking it, and cuts your effort in half. Another set of eyes can see your vision often clearer in its potential than you can. What will you choose? Next week, I'll be discussing how we can narrow down the use of the masculine and feminine in our daily lives, following the impulses moment by moment and watching the miracles unfold. Until then, blessings be.